do it.
Okay, cool. So we're recording now. You've mentioned before, but as always, we'll plan to make everything public. And if anything gets said that shouldn't be public, you'll let me know and we'll stop the recording right away and we'll start another one. And if we don't stop, we'll make everything public. Sound good?
Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, this I have a limited time now, right?
All right, that's cool.
Okay.
You tell me, how much time do you have?
Minutes, really. I want to just go over what we discussed. I can't really go deep into the project. It's
lay it on me, bro. Give me whatever you got.
We can let me know details on what you were talking about for Miami Beach, as far as, because that's a logistical, if I have to take that in consideration, I have to do it now. What you proposed, because I'm planning right now Tampa, Orlando, so I want to see how everything fits. It does sound like a great idea. Just let me know what you have in mind.
Yeah, this is the beginning, honestly, of just a new paradigm of content creation, because there are going to be, content creators that are coming together in a way to put their collective pool of resources behind a lot higher production value, right? So this is just an example where you can have like 100 people that are putting in $300 each, and they all get, an hour or 2 hours, of airtime, in the studio, and not just that, because that's just straight like business recording things. Mm-hmm. The bottom line is that what we're doing with these people in this environment is we're working with them to get their thought maps out and to start using the system to build their thought maps and build their reality in front of them. So as we've discussed, and as you know, nothing gets created in reality if it takes anyone beyond us, if it hasn't been communicated, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And we have this mechanism where how can people like download their whole minds of people? Like there's no mechanism right now for people to get across all of these thoughts that they want to create in the world, right? So this is the opportunity for any creators that get it right now, okay? And the people, and I'm saying that because I want you to get that just on a strict business level, like this is very valuable to the people it is valuable to, right? To everything that we've talked about. Anybody that wants to be in this mode of being an influencer and moving society, right? This mechanism right now stands alone as a business model. And what we're really looking for is we're looking for the people like you and I that are feeling what the collective is going through and wanting to ensure that we have a livable future, right? People that are in energetic alignment with moving us towards healing and regeneration, right? Those are the people really that we want to focus our attention on in terms of giving them attention to blow up their voice and blow up what they're doing in the world. You get what I'm saying? That's how we create the ecosystem of all of those that are in alignment with. That's how those of us that are in alignment with that use this system. I'm more speaking from a Jared Krupnick perspective than a Uniting for Action perspective now, because, it's a matter of us that want to create an outcome of sustainability with the planet and with each other. We are in alignment together using the system, right? So this is the opportunity to basically create the bridge from what this reconnection of what I'm doing, with my networks to be able to energize South Florida, and you and everyone's networks to energize South Florida and use that energy as a jumping off point. I'm going deep right now into the process that I shared with you of like pulling up like these old, videos that I showed with you and bringing all of those people back into this energy of moving forward again, because that's all what we aligned around, and that's what's going to be going forward. So having a place, a physical place where I'm hosting, events and just gatherings and just a place where any creation that we want within the community come together, small groups of people, one-on-one, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is going to be a paradigm that's going to be happening, and we're launching it. So
But are we able to acquire the space and then fill in the space, or are the people needed before we actually make a move? I guess this goes into finances and what's the resources are. Are we hoping we can put this together, or is it something we can walk into and then invite the people?
My expectation from what you were sharing the other day about the different people that you were excited, and I have to first, we dove right in, but I have to take a couple of seconds at least to acknowledge you for all that you shared in our last meeting, and all of the alignment and all the people and all the realms and all the everything that you were feeling, all of this alignment around. And what I was, my feeling is that if this is something that you want to create from as a platform, because the way that I'm seeing it, basically, and this house is going to happen regardless, but I felt like the way we've connected and what you're saying you wanted to bring to the table, that I was willing to offer this partnership where you and I are in the space together. So it's really from like if you're interested, but from me,
what's the price range you're looking at?
Well, my expectation is that we're going to have a studio worthy place on Miami Beach overlooking the water. And that's going to be our, where we're going to go to. And then we're going to have to see what we need in the interim. So thankfully, when I talked to you 2 days ago, even just 24 hours ago, I didn't have it worked out, but I found a place that I can be in for the next 2 weeks, starting tonight, at least 2 weeks in Hollywood. And I even have a car at the moment, which I didn't have, and perhaps use of a car as well. So it's such a huge blessing that's happened.
Nice.
Yeah, that's happened. A real miracle in terms of that, how it just happened yesterday.
Where in Hollywood?
Near the Oakwood Plaza, Sheridan.
Perfect.
Yeah, Sheridan, just east of 95.
You'll have privacy, or you'll be with someone?
No, that's another beautiful part, is that I have privacy there. I'm the only one in the unit most of the time. He may come back and visit, but no, I'll be there by myself. So yeah, it's the dream set up for this moment in time. And basically my intention is that within 2 weeks, we have the place that we're looking for on the beach. And this is a place that people want to come to and want to be, photographed at and videoed at. And we're going to find the people, the person that is in alignment as you and I are, and as all those other people are. We are going to find the person that has this place, that wants their place to be featured for 2 months or 3 months, to be the launching pad of everything we've been talking about. Like, they get to be known as the host of everything that is coming. That is like the exchange. Like, if you ever see like the open house shows, where they're showing like the whole house and interior and everything, and it's $12 million or whatever. Like, this is a 2-month version of that. It's like, show off your space that you have when we move out, and you're going to be responsible for helping us bring all of this into the world. So we just need to find that one person out of the thousands of people that have those prospective properties, on Miami Beach, or tens of thousands, that wants to do that. And that's who we're going to do it with. And just make sure that they're the right energy, the right alignment. We're basically going to take applications for this, because we want everybody to share, what they're willing to offer. And then in addition to where we set up, we could have like secondary locations. And again, this is kind of spawns the paradigm of having these locations where there's multiple people that are using the location, and their collective resources allow for the setup of the cameras and the lights and the background and the operators and everything that creates all this really high quality content, which is what people need to be influencers, basically,
Are
right?
you familiar with downtown Fort Lauderdale?
With which part?
The historic part?
Yeah, the where the bars are and everything.
In the museum by
I
the
forget the
water,
name of it. Yeah, yeah,
Riverside, River Walk.
yeah.
So if you're by the river where the museum is, and you walk towards the nightclubs on Second Avenue, right on the tracks,
Right.
There's a empty house that they do tours on, empty historic house. The next one is the Philip and Brian house, which is another historic house. I had that house for 8 months. We had a podcast room upstairs. That was the plan. Everything you're saying, we had everything was set up. We had the 80-inch screens, 2 of them downstairs, a beautiful conference room, the kitchen, beautifully furnished. I still have all the desks and all the podcast tables and everything. So
Amazing.
that was the idea, but my partners were not aligned. That was the idea.
That's amazing, brother. That's amazing that we're
A
talking
co-work
about.
space, and I was writing this plan based on the failed attempts of WeWork. I realized WeWork had the shell, but they didn't have the it. And they lost billions of dollars. We could have used 1% of that. But, you know.
Dude, let me share with you the next level, because I'm so grateful that you're in the space where you've been in this space. It's amazing.
I have membership tiers broken down into pricing, packages, everything.
It's fucking crazy, man. It really is. And it's so perfect. And I want you to get the vision. What's that?
You were muted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's in my headphone?
Oh, got it. Yeah, it's amazing that you're in the vision of all of this, and you're here. I want you to see where I imagine this going. Like immediately, as soon as I get to Los Angeles, we're going to be landing with these like amazing content creation houses. You know, where we have these big, mansions in LA where we're doing a bunch of really amazing content with a bunch of creatives and influencers, and we're having parties with all of the influencers that are coming over, for specific causes and everything. I mean, we're going to be able to take the concept into the physical. So this is just the very beginning of it.
So we're gonna need to set aside 1 full hour just to talk about this, because I have presentation packages from representatives of big houses in Miami and LA, party houses, let's say. And I just got one from Naples. This guy, he rents his own private properties. They're all his. They're all nice. They go from 3-bedroom to, much larger. And I think these are the people we can talk to, people that own several properties. So I want to compile a list of potential leads and candidates, so that once we have, hopefully, the language we're going to use to approach them, hopefully it's something, we come up with nice email cover letter or whatever, however we're going to do it, then I could add these recipients in the list, or I can have one-on-one conversations with them. But somehow I've been collecting properties for this. It's like, like we've been following the same scent,
Exactly.
So that's the beauty of it, that we've been completing each other's work and we didn't even realize it.
Exactly. So I mean, if you're in, we're going to launch this in 2 weeks, so let's definitely sit down and talk about
I'm in
everything.
I may have, in fact, the part where I'm at, this is a studio, it's just a 1-bedroom. This could be a candidate. I could talk to the guy. He just asked me 2 days ago. He goes, somebody wants to rent this for a few months, but it's like $3,000 a month. You cannot sleep more than I would sleep more than 2 males. Females, I don't care. But
yeah, no, for where I'm going to be, I'm going to need, my own private room at least. And really the thought for me is that you and I would share like the production. We'd have a production team that's helping with all of the production, but we would somehow, it would just be like you and I creating this out of this space.
Okay.
But as I'm saying that, I'm wondering now if maybe we shouldn't think of a bigger space with more people. You know, maybe that I hadn't really thought of that before, but maybe that is.
I mean, listen, man. It's money makes money, right? The people that have the solvency, the fluidity to just come in and pay for a month in advance, the people will trickle in. If we need to assemble everybody and rally together before we take the first step, it becomes like playing whack-a-mole. It's gonna be difficult. So we rally everybody, that everybody has the same financial timeline, everybody's available on
I
the
hear what
same
you're
day.
saying. I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
From the day.
just you and I. That you're right.
It's
That's going to make
it's easier to scale it. Now, what I've always for the last 6 years, I've had a space like that with my partner of Yuki. And even though they've been actually a lot smaller than this, I've had a little small studio in Las Olas in Victoria Park, small studio in Hollywood. I've always had traffic of people that would come in, work, and leave. So they don't have to lodge. They don't have to be lodging there. But I also have inflatable mattresses. Like whatever. We just gotta. We're gonna scale it. We're planning to something temporary. It's a bridge.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. I think that again, I really want to take applications on this. I really want a bunch of different people that are interested to apply to be the host, basically. I want it to be it's going to be a tremendous, like unbelievable value for anyone. So it's just really.
I have so many leads. I have so many people that would be interested. It's just the logistics of having the conversation, all of them within our timeline, and then having our model already drawn up. So when they come in, we have a model for them to follow protocols.
If as far as like the money, like the place I'm staying now, if I was going to stay instead of like half the month, the full month, then I'd need to come up with like $1,900. So as long as I could do that along the way, I could stay in this place through the end of the year, and then we could be looking at like a January 1st launch or something like that. Maybe we should even think about like a New Year's Eve launch or something like that.
Okay.
That could be the way to do it, to do a big New Year's Eve thing on Miami Beach.
I'm all in, and I have some people that will be very interested. Let's mainly I wanted to talk to you, just make sure you were okay for today, and then to see like what some detail on what the vision was with this. But now that I see it, let's set up a call for either tomorrow or Tuesday, so we can, then it'll be a strategy call for this. Now that I get it, but if I try to strategize now, I'm just going to be rushing because there's a lot going on.
I got you. Yeah, let's make it
tomorrow anytime.
Let's make it Tuesday, and I'll just end.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make it Tuesday. I'll just end by letting you know I have to pay a friend back $700 tomorrow for money she loaned me in the past to get my storage out. So if you have any leads or ways of having any conversations either today or tomorrow that somebody would want to commit some amount of money, and that could include essentially them being our first clients for being in this space, or doing it virtually, or essentially you get the model of what we're doing is we're creating.
What are you thinking? What do you mean? Like this. Okay, so this space here is a 1-bedroom. It's 3,000. So if we were to get a 3-bedroom for another person, it'd probably be like around 3,600. I just want to know like what ballpark I'm gonna be presenting to them.
Yeah, I don't. For me, I think it's again a little bit more of here is what, and this is where you and I will sit down and get it all written out. But here is the value that they are going to get in terms of content we're going to create for them, press releases we're going to create for them, the publicity that they are going to get from being in this position.
That's what we need. Let's have that outlined by the meeting on Tuesday. Let's have like the list of benefits to them.
Because it's nothing like the 3,000 or 5,000. It's like 500,000 or $1 million. I mean, it based on what we're going to create.
That's what I'm envisioning. That's what I want to try to corner into, like 500 to 1,000, depends on the level of access and benefits. Maybe they can get unlimited printing for 1,000. I do have a laser printer in storage. I have a lot of furniture, desks, which then I have to give you a list of that I can commit that as value towards the, a lot of brand new IKEA desks working. I just sold 3 file cabinets yesterday. They gave me $150 for them. So I have a storage full of stuff: carpets, rugs, small tables, accent stuff, chairs,
Amazing.
everything, all the furnishing I have. I have a leather couch, wine tables. I have everything we'll need.
Okay. So
and office supplies, staplers, paper, all that. I have all that.
It's amazing. An office ready to go. So it's really
it's a 10 by 20 storage that you should visit with me before. I'm gonna go tomorrow and organize it. 10 by 20 storage, so I can make room so my partner can bring her stuff. Because she has another unit. She's got a rising desk that you can lift it electronically, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. So, and
what time are you going to be there? Because it really just depends on when I can get this $700 handled. And
text me. Well, and part of it is I want to take all my a lot of my storage things that I don't need and go to the swap shop and sell it off. I could probably raise some money there. That's not till Thursday, maybe, if I'm able to do it. I've been wanting to do this for months because I have a 10 by 20 storage unit, 10 by 25, full of stuff.
Wow.
Art.
I feel you. It would be great. It would be great to document it. What time are you thinking of going? The later in the day, the more perspective I would be able to go.
Okay, let me look at my calendar. Hang on a second.
I'm going to pause while
let me see. Sure. Why don't you take the address real quick?
What's that?
Actually, no, I'll just send you the calendar invite because I'm going to put in my calendar the time that I'm going to go. I'm thinking maybe 3 o'clock to avoid traffic, and then I'll be there maybe till 10 p.m.
Oh, wow. What are you going to be doing that whole time?
I'm going to be taking everything out of my unit.
But I'm going to be a moving truck or something?
No, I'm going to take it out to put it back in. I'm going to take it out and classify things because I have people waiting for things. I have my artist wants me to give her my stereo system as a surround sound. I want to give her that. Just get some things out, some things like curtains I got to bring here.
Got it. Wow.
And at the same time make space and consolidate so I can make room for my partner's smaller unit. So we can have 1 unit instead of 2.
Got it. Wow. Amazing.
It's right there off of 95 on Sunrise, close to Sunrise on 95.
Okay, that's not too bad. Actually, it's really close to where I'll be. I was thinking where I am now. It's really close to where I'll be.
Yeah.
That's great. So, you want to set a time for Tuesday for our meeting now?
Sure. Let me see. Sorry. One day I'll show you this Christmas tree of a calendar, man. I cannot live without it. It's like a Christmas tree, all kinds of. And tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm actually flexible Tuesday. What time works for you?
I think probably earlier. I think say 10. Is that a good time for you?
Yeah, that should work. I would rather probably do 11, but if 10 is fine.
No, 11 is cool. I was kind of squirming a little at 10, so 11 is cool.
Okay. I'm just adding right now the storage.
Nice. All right, bro. I'm glad.
What email should I send it over to you to? What email should I use?
Send it to team at unitingforaction.com. I'm glad I was able to transmit the vision to you. I feel like, one of the things I wanted to say is in the way we would do this, the way that I see it, besides all of this happening, besides all of this that I've already described, you and I, well, at least me and you as much as you want, are going to be having a reality show of our lives of all of this happening around us as we do it.
Let's do it. Do it.
For me, it's every meeting, it's everything. Everything is documented and everyone is seeing it and everyone is jumping in to be a part of it.
I've been after this. I've been after just this. As you describe it. No adjustments. Right as you describe it. I've been after this.
Exactly.
This is this is exactly what I've been looking for.
This is going to be so self-fulfilling because you know how quickly people are going to want to be our guests in our place,
Absolutely.
in our program,
Absolutely.
and we're
And
gonna.
before we roll out, if we wanted to pre-create, create some content before we ever roll out, I have people right now to have the most amazing list of guests before we even get out there, so we can roll out already with a list. We can schedule the whole next year, really, a weekly guest. Just me making phone calls now. It's just a matter of once we solidify everything. I have a feeling even my people have been waiting for me to do this. It's like everyone's been waiting for something, so something could happen, and this is the something. So, it's no doubt in my mind, man. This is gonna be insane, insanely fun. It's gonna be fun, insane, productive, transformative. So, roll. You got me 100%.
Awesome, bro. I'm so glad you're feeling it. It's so amazing. That's awesome. Speaking of that, it's just coming to me. Think about ways that I can most productively connect with whoever during Art Basel. Because like I'm at a total loss of like who and how I should be connecting. But
Okay, so
I know you have ideas. So let's talk about that.
Funny you said that because I'm going out. Well, there's an event tonight right in this building where I'm staying. There's like a photo exhibition. More than welcome to come by. It's on Biscayne and 39th. But we were supposed to meet up with that storyteller in person. The call went great. We were supposed to meet him tomorrow morning, and I told him this morning. I said, "Hey, why don't you come Wednesday evening, and then you can enjoy Art Basel with us." So the storyteller guy, that's the next person in my mind. And I have a guy, my Indian director friend in New York, but he could be next. This guy, Andreas, who's the content creator, he's gonna be here like around 6 on Wednesday, and we're gonna just hang out, network, talk about the project, and just like informally, bond and build. So if you want to make it, I think that'll be great. And we're just gonna, I don't know where we're going. We're just gonna find. I have friends doing events here and there, so we'll figure it out.
That sounds good, man. That sounds
I hadn't
amazing.
done much research before because I wasn't planning on going anywhere, but we'll figure something out.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I really appreciate you mentioning that. And yeah, this opens whole new worlds, right? Because the more we can put this together on Tuesday, the more we can present it to people during Basel, and we can just imagine who we can get going, with this, right?
There's also now it's starting to come to me. I was approached by my friend Travis, who's producing and hosting an event in Virginia Key. They want me to be a big part of that, January 13th, so we can prepare some type of. I already told them that, listen, if I get involved, I want you to give me a space for a booth. If I want to have a booth, just so I know maybe we'll do something with the CMOS here too. So just count on that date, January 13th, for potentially being able to do a promotion, street promotion out there in my friend's event, which I'll be able to get us on the stage, all that.
Amazing, man. That's awesome. That's thanks for mentioning that and thinking of that. And I'm super excited about all of this with Basel right here. Thank you for the invitation for tonight. It's possible if things shift with, the money situation, but otherwise I'll have to focus on that right now. But for Wednesday, I think almost for sure, it's
okay.
I think it'd be something very challenging to keep me away from that right now.
No, come by and we'll make it, it's not going to be something extravagant. We're not going to be, maybe I might end up buying a cup of wine. That's it. A glass of wine. I'm not a big spender, man. So we'll just keep it frugal and fun.
Yeah. And if I appreciate that. And if I can make it to your storage tomorrow, I will. And then otherwise Tuesday, we said 11. Okay, perfect.
I think storage would help because, I have a lot of stuff. I just sold, a plastic chair and 3 file cabinets, I think $280. So if you see things and we can put an offer up, that could be instant, So, but also so that you can set aside, because I'm going to sell things regardless, set aside anything you think we could use for the new spot. If you can't make it, don't worry, we'll still make it work. It's still going to be okay. But if you can, it'll be great.
Yeah, I totally appreciate it. I totally appreciate you thinking of it that way. I want to just understand what you're saying because I don't get the mechanics exactly. When you said we could make it happen like instantly, like what is the process? Like putting something on some bidding site or
Posting something on OfferUp, people are,
got
hey,
it.
is this available? Oh, like literally.
Got it. It's like a
I had been
classified.
postponing, I had posted some things and people had reached out and I just couldn't make it to storage. So yesterday I finally grouped up two buyers, one at 6, one at 6:30. The day before yesterday. It was quick. It was quick, and if I would have been more responsive, I could have sold it the day after I posted it. So I have a lot of good stuff.
Awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for thinking of that and for going to that level with me, brother. I really appreciate and honor that you're.
We're gonna build, brother. We're gonna build. Let's build all the way.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you. I feel you in that, and I really honor for where you're coming from and your
And
generous.
it works out for me because it works out. I'm going through a simplification reduction process. So this is always it's always going to be mutual benefit.
It's really extraordinary. I really haven't allowed myself to wrap my mind around it, but I guess I will now. The idea of you and I in this space creating this reality with all of these people within the next couple of months, within the next few weeks.
Brother, I cannot tell you. You're gonna think I don't know, but I've been even rehearsing this. I can see it. I can see the whole thing. I can see the cameras everywhere.
My mind is going to be
podcast area, cameras on the kitchen, so when we have culinary friends, like it's the whole nine.
Exactly.
The whole nine. I wanted to have somebody. Listen, man, I've been waiting for the right person that could take notes next to my shower. I'm waiting for the right girl.
I totally feel you, brother.
They're gone by the time I'm drying myself. So
we will make it happen. We will have to have a space where your all next to the shower can be accommodated. We have to make that a requirement of the space that we're looking
and
for.
If writing on the wall is accepted, power to us, because sometimes can't wait. I just can't wait. I need to write it somewhere. So like let's make art out of the process.
I appreciate it, brother. I so do. I so appreciate it. And that's, well, I could go on and on and on, but I honor the moment. I honor where we're at with this. I'm super excited to create this reality with you. This is like mind blowing. My mind is being blown right now.
It's gonna get crazy, man. I want to put a camera right here on my baby, my little antique beach cruiser, vintage. Put a little camera. I want to record while I'm driving. Like I want to record everything. I want to do car interviews. My friend has an Escalade. He already said, let's do it. So if we have a podcast, he can have a pre-interview in the drive because he's an actor, host, also chauffeur. Drive them to our place, So we have everything, brother. I have tools. We're gonna have everything. So
I knew we could do it.
Let's just keep our mind right, and the problems, they're gonna go away, man. Let's unthink them. They're gonna go away.
I feel you, bro. No, I'm in the new space. And that's how this place manifested for me miraculously, and I'm ready to manifest everything else. Like it's here. It's time. This needs to happen now.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right. So I gotta go. I have guys coming in about 2 hours. I have to finish some work.
Okay.
Coming.
I appreciate you, brother. I honor you. Thank you so much.
Likewise, brother. Likewise. So send me I sent you the invitation to the storage if you can make it. And did we say for Tuesday what time?
11 a.m.
Okay, you send me that invitation?
Yeah.
All right, brother.
See you, brother.
Peace.
Appreciate you. Honor you.
Likewise.
Peace, dude.